The younger players of this Dragon side will go through them at the moment as Ilias puts it high in the air to a peak. I'll tell you what, the referee's going to have a look at this. Coming through, chasing hard was Buchanan. Has he taken it out of the hands of Tuapiki? I think he has. Are we going to go upstairs?
We certainly are going to go upstairs. This is a big decision early in the game. This kick could not have been placed any better. It was another one they've survived.
And Tanah Boyd says, I've had enough of this.
40-20.
That's a good opportunity for the 40-20. Can he keep it in? He can't. Farinay tried to get there. Hanson's deep. They're going to go himself out of dummy half. Didn't need Hanson. Moala Ieremia-Toeava says, I'll do it on my own. Malyson comes up the short side. Ilias early ball. Buchanan turns to a peaky inside out and says, I'm going to score. Now Boyd, he's going to kick across the face on this right edge. Two's up, comes down with it and says, I'll take it out of your hands and score. With a little help there from Sagranis. Now Healy finds Boyd straight away. Ieremia-Toeava, he's got runners everywhere. He finds Healy and the Warriors go bang bang. Murdoch-Masila. He's wrapped up only a metre away. The quick play the ball for now. 5 out of dummy half and shoots the gun. Faitala through the hole, wants support. Tuapiki's with him. He's done well. He's switched back inside. Cutting across Williams. And Murdoch-Masila saves a day. But I tell you what.
Oh, now that Freddie Lussick and some of the Warriors are screaming off to the bin.
That's a big play. Tawada get up. Going. Boyd. Tuapiki. Numbers, can they lay a tower? Tips it off for 2. And way will they go? They go to the right. Boyd will look up, puts boot the ball, coming through, getting there. Ieremia-Toeava. Not going to affect New South Wales Cup grand final winners.
Yeah, they are, and so they should be. What a fantastic team.
The Warriors claimed their first ever New South Wales Cup title with a 30-12 win over the St George Illawarra Dragons at CommBank Stadium. It's a shame that this game clashed with the NRL prelim, and of course we're going to lay no blame on anyone, maybe the NRL, but definitely not the New South Wales Rugby League for that decision to play the game on grand final day. A great win for the Warriors. Setu 2's double with 2 tries either side of the break. That sin bit of Lockie Ilias proving pretty critical in the context of the game. That's something you won't see on NRL 360, that's for sure. But for the Dragons, it's a strong season from them, and we're going to take a look at some of their key players now in our stats deep dive. Raymond Faitala Mariner is where I want to start this off because I thought he was great. He had 17 runs, 172 metres with 5 tackle breaks and 2 offloads. He also had 35 tackles with just 4 misses. He's looking at his options as far as whether he goes to the NRL, around the NRL world, or whether he goes to Super League to extend his career. He could definitely do a job with the expanded quota systems as we've spoken about so often on the lower grade wrap in 2025. Of course, some players definitely heading over there. I think Tom Weaver's one that's going over from the Gold Coast, among a couple of others. But a man that graduated from this level of competition to the NRL this year was Hayden Buchanan. He picked up a try, 11 runs, 109 metres, a line break, 5 tackle breaks, 12 tackles in defence. He just had the 1 miss though, and I think he's going to go very, very well next season. Just the work he's able to do around the field, he is going to be an absolute beast when he gets going this season. Hayden Buchanan, that's for sure. Moving forward. And then we got Jacob Webster. He played 65 minutes through the middle third, 8 runs, 94 metres, a tackle break, 54 tackles with 6 misses, 1 ineffective. I thought he was pushing all day through for this Dragons pack. For the Warriors, our man of the match was Tanah Boyd. He had 11 runs to 69 metres, a line break assist, 2 try assists, a 40-20 to boot, 14 tackles with 3 misses and 2 ineffective. I thought Tanah was just absolutely outstanding, guiding the Warriors around the field and really being a real shining light in this cup side this season and keeping Jet Cleary on the bench as well. But Tanah Boyd, our man of the match in the knock-on effect, New South Wales Cup Grand Final. Then we go to Setu 2. He picked up a double, 14 runs, 109 metres, a line break, 7 tackle breaks, 2 offloads. Setu 2 is in a really intriguing position because obviously we're talking about the Warriors outside backs. There's potential positions up for grabs here and there. Setu 2, the last 2 seasons has gone elsewhere on a train and trial. I think it was at the Dolphins initially in 2024, Melbourne last year, started in the Queensland Cup last year, this year, sorry, and then he went back to the Warriors. I think there's a scenario that Setu earns a training trial locally next year, and we'll obviously wait and see how he develops after that. And then Ieremia-Toeava, he picked up a try, a line break, 2 tackle breaks, a try assist, 5 runs to 66 metres, but 32 tackles and a 100% tackle efficiency. He was another that earned his way into an NRL debut this season with the Warriors. They'll be looking to go stride for stride in 2025. Well, as this week is our final edition of the program, the regular format in 2025, we decided to unveil our Team of the Year. Now, for those on our Twitter page, @LeagueScenePod, we obviously already released this, but we're going to unveil it on the program. So, Cody Ramsey at fullback, Asuka Poa and Tom Rodwell on the wings, Nick Sigranis and Araz Nanva in the centres, Adam Cook at 5'8" with Niwai Pura at halfback. We nailed about 4 of the 7 outside backs. The official Team of the Year had Michael Gabriel, Cassius Tia, and Jonah Glover in the positions we didn't have them in. The forward pack, Caleb Vale and Trey Mooney up front. Sam Healy is our hooker. Kalis Fatialofa and Noah Martin in the back row. Kalani locking the scrum. And he was our knock-on effect New South Wales Cup League Scene Player of the Series. He had 23 matches, 8 tries, 56 tackle breaks, 6 offloads, averaged 114 metres a game, made 628 tackles this season, tackling at an impressive 94% efficiency, averaging around 27 tackles a game. It would not surprise us at all if an NRL club comes knocking for Kalani in terms of the leadership he provides in this unit moving forward. So congratulations to our Player of the Year, Kalani Going. We also have a Rookie of the Year award to nominate this year. We're going with Billy Phillips from the Penrith Panthers. That looks bizarre in a rookie class that had the likes of Toby Rodwell, Joey Walsh, Mitch Woods, Wilson DeCourcy, but we've gone for consistency here with Billy Phillips. Now, he played in 23 matches this season, scored 2 tries, 4 line breaks, 27 tackle breaks. He made 723 tackles this season, averaged 31 tackles a game, tackling at 95% efficiency. Very much an Isaiah Yeo mould of a forward, and has a bright future with more reps in open age football. With Eisenhuth and some of the other forwards potentially on their way out, Billy Phillips will be looking to add to his 1 NRL game in 2026. So congratulations to our Rookie of the Year, Billy Phillips. Well, now we're going to Queensland for the clash in the Queensland Cup. It's Burleigh in first against Norths in second. Let's take a look at all the highlights.
Zone here. That's clear. Flack now. Just 5 metres out. Plenty of tackles here. A penalty though for pressure on the head or the neck there to maybe be their starting halfback in 2026. O'Sullivan puts the Devils in front. As Hamilton wraps to this left-hand side. He goes first man option. Adam Christensen.
2 and 3.
He crashes through. Side. Comes to him now. Grubbers. Christensen was there, but Saluma gets the ball. On his right-hand side, that broke down badly. Milson, Grubbers, cleaning up. O'Mealy dropped the ball. The referee, though, says no try.
For sure.
Jared, this is video referee confirming on-field decision of penalty offside.
Handled there by Geyer as Mosley goes to O'Sullivan again. Quick hands here. A grubber by the Devils. Tamarua cleaned up there by Tumusa. Gives it back to Lib. The Devils grab one late in the first half. And a big stint from him now. As O'Sullivan outside inside. It comes to Milson, who runs around O'Mealy, drags him down from Rogers here from inside the 40. Has the angle on the kick and produces a 40-20. Comes across here. Costa shows it, brings them onto it. Here's a chance for Rogers. Lovely ball there from Baker. Only a couple of metres out. Last play, Geyer, they came up quickly off their line. The Devils, Coho under pressure. It may not matter. Reaching out, Troy Leo to the middle. Hamilton will just chip it in behind. A chance. Rogers flies above everybody. Came to grand final day, and they got the job done. The siren sounds, and the Burleigh Bears are the champions in 2025.
2019, the Burleigh Bears have lofted up the Host Plus Cup with a 14-point win over the Norths Devils. Now, I have to be honest, the Devils saved probably their worst game of the season for this one. I was really disappointed with their attacking output at times in this one. I felt that they were a little bit rigid in the attacking 20, while Burleigh just seemed more executeful, more impactful with their attack, and they had the bigger disruption. They lost Credence Toy, their fullback, inside the opening 15 minutes. Guy Hamilton was playing on pretty much 1.5 legs in that game as well. Josh Rogers lifted spectacularly, as we'll get onto in this stats deep dive. I thought he was absolutely outstanding, Josh Rogers. He had a try, 10 individual points, a line break, 3 tackle breaks, a 40-20 to boot, 21 tackles, 2 missed, 1 ineffective. We're going to touch on Guy Hamilton a little bit later in our team of the season recap, but he was outstanding yet again. 3 try assists to add to his season tally. A line break assist. He had 8 runs to 56 metres. He had 15 tackles with just 1 missed and 2 ineffective. There are some question marks over a potential ankle injury that he picked up in the first half, and then he didn't do that ankle injury any favours in the second half, running over the top of the advertising hoardings in quite a scary sight. And then Matt Colner having over 200 metres, 56 minutes through the middle third. A very old-fashioned prop, not a tackle breaker by any stretch of the imagination. 26 tackles with the 1 miss. Now, Sam Costa as well, he had over 150 metres. Fletcher Baker had 15 runs, 142 metres. A line break assist, 5 tackle breaks, 2 offloads, 25 tackles. He did have 6 misses. I was a bit disappointed with his work rate in defence. He also came up with an error and gave away a crusher tackle penalty as well. And I thought Nick O'Mealy, the transition from fullback for him, he did really, really well there and will be an asset in our state championship preview, which we'll look at in just a moment. But as I said, for the Devils, it was a disappointing output, and I'm going to point the finger at Sean O'Sullivan. I thought out-wise, his performance was a little bit sketchy. He had a line break assist, yes. He had 122 metres, yes. But I thought at times his attacking output was just a little bit poor. Didn't have any errors, but I thought he took the wrong option on occasion. He did defend well, 100% tackle efficiency. But let's go through some other performers here for this North Devils side. I thought James Flack was their best player by a country mile. He had 55 minutes, 13 runs, 102 metres, a line break, 2 tackle breaks, 44 tackles with just 3 missed and 1 ineffective. Jackson Sherribb is up next. I think he's been great since he come up from the Dragons this year. He did a lot of good work in this game. I was really impressed with how he went. 11 runs, 79 metres for him. He also had 3 tackle breaks and 3 offloads. 29 tackles for 3 missed and 4 ineffective. And then Tony Tumusa, he had 19 runs for 155 metres, a line break, a try assist, 6 tackle breaks, 3 offloads. He's been such a wrecking ball out of yardage all season long. Meanwhile, as we did with the New South Wales Cup a few moments ago, we are now going to acknowledge our Queensland Cup team of the season. So here we have it, our Queensland Cup Team of the Year outside backs. And I'm going to kick off with Ben Farr at fullback. I thought he was outstanding this season for Wynnum Manly. He scored 15 tries in 22 games, 21 line breaks, 112 tackle breaks this season. An absolute menace. Speaking of menaces, Dudley Duttoy on the wing. He scored 26 tries, 126 tackle breaks in 22 games, and 36 line breaks. Terrific stuff. Manasi Kaho, another beast out of yardage. Josh Smith and Solo Wane in the centres. Josh Smith ran for the most metres in the Queensland Cup this season, running for around 3,648 metres from 349 runs, averaging also, he also had this season, 1,300 of those metres came post-contact. And then Solo Wane was the Hunters' top try scorer with 20. He was great all year out in the centres. The halves of Anthony Milford and Guy Hamilton. Milford led the competition heading into the finals for try assists. He had 27. Guy Hamilton said, hold my beer, and he got to the top of the table with 29 of them by season's end. The forwards, Josh Allen's heading to the Super League next year with Catalan. He was great all year long at prop. Oliver Pascoe is the hooker and our Host Plus Cup Player of the Year. We'll touch on his numbers shortly. Sam Elliott, the other prop from Norths. Nixon Putt, he had 55 offloads this year. Well, Kalolo Sayatower, the king of tackle busts this season, he topped the count entirely for the Wynnum Manly side. 175 tackle breaks in 21 matches this season. That ends up being around 8.5 tackle busts a game. And then Sam Costa, Mr. Consistent at lock. Now let's go through our Player of the Year, Oliver Pascoe. We have some great news on this front. After our campaign all season long, Oliver Pascoe has been awarded a train and trial contract with the Gold Coast Titans next season. And when you look at this stat line, you'll know why. He had 15 tries for a hooker, 60 tackle breaks, 6 try assists, 9 line break assists. He also averaged 114 metres a game. He had 830 tackles, tackling at an impressive 93% tackle rate, averaging 38 tackles all year long for Ipswich. Meanwhile, the good news for the Gold Coast Titans in their pathways continues. Cooper Byer was awarded our Queensland Cup Rookie of the Year. After shining in the Under-19s Origin match for Queensland, Byer debuted in round 15, playing 7 matches before his NRL debut in round 27. He had 5 tries, 5 offloads, 22 tackle breaks, averaged 150 metres a game, and 172 tackles at a 95% tackle rate. He has a strong chance to take a bench spot or potentially even start for the Titans in 2026 with a strong off-season. Meanwhile, this weekend also sees the culmination of our lower grade wrap, and it ends in the state challenge. It is the New Zealand Warriors, the all-conquering Warriors, taking on the Burleigh Bears. As we mentioned, this is the Warriors' first tilt at the state championship and the second time a team from outside New South Wales or Queensland has the potential to take the challenge home. Papua New Guinea tried in 2017. They proved to be unsuccessful, but I think the Warriors will be too strong. I love their Taintua picking at fullback, and I think they lose a bit of spark Burleigh without Credence-Toya there. They could lose even more spark if Guy Hamilton doesn't come through and play. Meanwhile, for the Warriors, I think Tanah Boyd's game management is going to prove to be too powerful, and I like this pack of forwards against Burleigh. Kurt DeLuise's broken jaw is just another nail in the coffin, I think, for Burleigh. Just as far as their impact off the bench, Lockie Sheldon, while he's a fine player, is going to have to lift exponentially in this one. I don't think Burleigh are out of it. They've got several big-name players who have played on this stage before in both Sam Costa and Sammy Saluma, who have been there and done it. I think Josh Rogers was also part of that last squad in 2019. But I just feel, for me, the Warriors are going to win this game in the trenches. Bunty Arfo is going to go out a winner. And if he doesn't get a farewell kick, we will all storm Accor Stadium. I also want to give a big wrap out to Luke Hanson, the young Warriors 5'8". He's had a great year this year, and he's got a lot of potential. And I think that if there's some injuries in the halves next year, he might get a crack. I really do think that. He offers a bit of variety, a good running game, a good kicking game, plays in a similar vein to Luke Metcalf, where he plays up-tempo, off-the-cuff style of football, but can also manage a team around the park well. So that bodes very well for Warriors fans hearing that about Luke Hanson. But I think the Warriors win this one, and I think they win it well, to be honest with you. Meaning that the Queensland drought in this state challenge after winning the first two in 2014 and 15 means that their streak holding the cup will end at 1. And that is our final edition of the Lower Grade Wrap for 2025. Before we go, I just want to say thank you for everyone who has supported this concept in 2025. It took us a lot of creative energy to put the program to air every single week under an incredible time crunch. And I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who has contributed to this program this year. Whether you've written in and given us a tip about a player, or you've given us some advice around how to improve the format and production of the show, it all means a lot to everyone here. And I cannot thank you enough from the bottom of my heart. So for the final time in this regular format, we'll say goodbye, but we'll be back with a full season review of the New South Wales and Queensland Cup for 2025. On behalf of the entire League Scene team, I'm AJ Luke Antonio. Do take care, and we'll see you later.